Inside, cat. Come
on. Okay.
The first time that kitten's ever done was told. Oh, I gotta turn the fan off above you.
Okay. I'm a little bit early. Yeah, it says 3 people. I am a little early. Mm-hmm. I'm going to just stick these on while we're waiting for everyone to show up.
Can I turn Netflix off?
Yeah, you can turn Netflix off. You better turn Netflix off, actually. Because we're on video. Hello, Lee. How are you? Yeah, even again. 3rd night in a row. I'm just sticking these 4 photos under here because I hadn't done it. Hello, Robin. Have to watch all the replays. Yep, it's a fair way along, isn't it, Robin?
Oh, gosh.
We've done a bit.
What, 5 hours?
Yep. It's nearly 5 hours so far. There we are.
The cottage garden one, dear.
What's that?
I'll stick it in the cottage garden one.
Oh, no, just leave them alone.
Okay.
Hello, Marlene. How are you?
I've been busy messaging me today.
Rightio. I've started the cottage garden retreat group on Facebook and in Messenger today. Just going to type a comment here. Rightio. Oh, hello, Joe. Hello, Helen.
Last night of having no teenager. Non-teenager.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, let's do a bit of a flick through. Oh, wow, I've missed a few people. Hello, Joanne. Oh, last night of having no teenager. Oh, lucky you. Hello, Trish. Hello, Sandy. Oh, that's okay. You can always watch again later. Sandy. Hello, Kathleen. Oh, I haven't seen your name before. Maybe you watch without commenting, but so we don't see who watches the videos unless they comment these days. It used to be we could see who came in. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Chrissy. Hello, Carol. And thank you, Kathleen. I'm glad you like the pages. Okay, so let's do a flip through. Let's go this way. This one flips this way. I didn't write on these.
I can make a cup of tea while you put it through that thing. Oh, she watches but doesn't comment.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
We know people do watch without commenting. That's okay. Hello to everybody else that watches without commenting. You're all welcome. You don't have to comment too. A lot of the commenters we know personally, like some of them we've known for a really long time.
You got Joe and Helen M and Joe F are on YouTube.
And then we'll turn this up. I've got 4 photos there. And then we've got this bit here. And then we turn it up and we've got 2 photos there. And then we've got this bit here. And then when we pull this out, I've got 10 photos on this little accordion booky thing. And then over this side, 4 photos there. And we come down here, got 4 photos there. And then this comes out and out. Right. So, oh, and I just stuck the start. I just stuck these 4 photos in here. interesting concept. The magnets are good. The only thing is, so I'm going to show you what happens with magnets. I meant to bring home a book from work today. So when the weight wants to pull this bit down, any gap in here means that the magnet that's in here doesn't want to connect with the magnet in here. So I've got a couple of washers. Okay.
Flushy's birthday yesterday.
Oh, one of her toys' birthdays yesterday. So these are machine washers. They're zinc plated. So don't get stainless steel ones because they're not magnetic.
Zinc plated.
Zinc plated. They shouldn't rust.
Not yellow zinc plated on.
Not yellow zinc plated. They shouldn't rust, but don't glue them. I'm just going to say, let's not use glue. So, our magnet.
That's a lot of photos. Yes, Pam. I think it's 42.
Our magnet is in. Where's our magnet? I can't even feel
Beryl's
it.
been at a weekend crop.
I can't even feel where the dang magnet is. So it's
Feel
there.
like we've been at a weekend crop.
So it's in here somewhere. So it's not in here, it's in there. It's in there somewhere. So let's trial this. A little bit of tape over that. Haha. That's better. Is that better? Nope. See? We need to get it, but the magnet in here is going to grab that one.
Oh, no.
There we go.
Has it got it?
Yep. I think when it comes over,
It moves a little bit.
I think when it comes over, it moves position. I think that's our problem. So this is what you do with magnets. So I usually use magnets, and I have magnets that are in, you know. Oh, there we go. That's where it needs to be. I think it's around there. I have magnets, but I usually don't try and make magnets go through a million layers. There we go. So let's put this here.
Yeah, so rare earth magnets are very, very strong.
They're very strong, but the problem is when you've got a downward weight on the paper and it opens it up. Oh, look. Why is that magnet not working? What have I done?
How deep is it in that paper there?
It's only just under here.
You might have to put it on the other side of that piece of paper.
There it goes.
Is it going to work now? You got your bakey photo upside down.
This fake photo's been off that many times. Look.
It's detachable now.
This is why we use tape.
Evening, Debbie. Hope the knees are going well, Debbie.
Oh, look. And see, I've folded this up that many times.
You've got 40 bits flying out everywhere now, dear.
Yeah. Rightio. Let's not put that near the iPad too much.
No.
So I've got a magnet that's in somewhere in here. No, it's in here.
So we're just trying to get it so the magnets hold there, so when it's
Yeah.
vertical. That's, And if Cheryl P is watching this or watching later, I hope you're recovering soon. She had a bit of a nasty fall. So. 3 weeks ago, apparently, didn't tell us. Sneaky peek.
Right. So when you make your flippy thing, you're going to get magnets in your kit, but like, yeah, this is why I'm not the biggest fan of magnets. Are you sure these magnets are going to pick up these washers?
Plain steel, they should do it.
They kind of do, but they're not.
Unless you want to put another magnet in there somewhere. Instead of a washer.
Can't. You'd have to flip them all over because we've used poles. Magnets have got poles, Quentin. And then, where's this one? This one's up here. So let's...
I use bigger magnets, says Robin B.
Yep. I have 2 in the past, Robin, but it's getting magnets right now. Magnets are really expensive at the moment.
Well, actually...
Magnets are hard to get.
One of the magnet suppliers we had.
We actually bought our magnets from the main supplier. So the place that everyone else gets their magnets from.
That's about that, yeah.
Yeah, it's gone somewhere. Is where we got our magnets from. Like, let's just be honest there.
And they had ones that were double the thickness for the same price as the really thin ones. And I said, well, how come you get double? And he said, his words were quite simple. He said, well, buy the thicker ones and not the thinner ones. And I said, no, I need the thinner ones. And he said, well, then you pay. Okay. There was no negotiating there. That was the price.
We're going to try and get this to...
Hi, Pam.
This is really hard. I feel really silly because it's not actually working, but they're very strong magnets. Like, don't get me wrong, they are strong magnets, but there, it's gone to where it needs to go. Right, it's gone to where it needs to go. Let's put some tape under here. So I'm just shoving it in here where it needs to be.
It's always possible that once you replace the cardstock with photos, because the photos are actually thinner than the cardstock too. So
yeah. I meant to bring home a book where I've used magnets that aren't as strong as this quite successfully, but I'm not trying to go through. So we're trying to get magnets to go through 6 and 7 layers here. Like, we're trying to go through, so the magnet's just in behind here, right? In here it is. It's in here. And we're trying to get it to go through like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 layers. 9 layers. That should be better. If you don't want to use the magnets in your kit, don't use them.
Tanya and Pam are saying, please don't feel silly.
Thank you. I do. You know how critical I am.
Yeah.
Of myself. Okay, so we've got to get a word. Let's just get a move on, and just move away from the magnets before I pull my hair out, because I actually have a headache. I haven't slept well lately. Don't know why.
I'm just going to go turn that TV down to scratch.
So I'm going to put this together title here. So I've got a couple of options. I can either fill it with my scraps, that pile of scraps, or I could put behind it, I know these are strawberry flowers, but I think I like the yellow. You know, so let's leave that there to look at while we just, and I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to revisit this and make this flat. I'm thinking it needs to be flat because the layout is just too thick. At the point where I need to be a little honest. Oh, I'm going to stick a butterfly on that. Look, see, you second guess yourself and stuff happens. Oh God, he's outside smoking.
Should we shut the door, dear?
No, it'll be too hot. It's a hot evening and our neighbour is outside chuffing. This is not my new roll of tape, is it?
No, that was when I stole off Amelia's desk. Sorry, borrowed off Amelia's desk.
Well, where's my brand new roll of tape?
I'm not sure.
Well, I bought a brand new roll of tape this week.
There's a lot of 6mm stuff here.
Oh no, there it is there.
Ooh. There's not much left on that one either. Crackers. Yeah, I'm going to close this and put the aircon on.
Sorry, it's a neighbour is outside chopping away. Let's go back here.
Maybe I should tell him that the smell of cigarettes invites the possums, because evidently all those problems with possums.
I think the possum's coming in his yard. I've got 2 legs. So I cut out, one of the sheets had lots of rectangles and squares of patterns, right? So I cut them all out, okay? I've cut out all those little shapes. So let's use them. Let's use a bit of this one, but not just there. Let's use this bit here. So what we're actually going to do, I'm going to snip that off, right? It's kind of buff. Orange one. So what we're going to do is just place little pieces of colour and pattern around, and then what it will do.
Yeah, I've just picked up on Lee's message. I'm a bit slow tonight.
Yeah,
so last time I'm having a non-teenager, so Rory's birthday must be tomorrow.
No, well, he's not an adult tomorrow.
He must be turning 13 tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Don't mind me.
It's alright, Lee. We're a bit sorry. We're a bit slow tonight. Not striving today, no. That's because it's not white on white panels. The camera just couldn't handle the white on
Let's
white.
put this little flaggy one here. So we're going to actually just get stuck in and sticking. Is that growing on anyone yet? That I've got a pink flower here. Is the
Damn, my theory of
is this growing on anyone yet? This strawberry flowers?
No idea. Yep, Rory is 13 tomorrow. There you go. Wow. Well done, Lee.
Happy birthday, Lee. Congratulations on getting into adulthood. Feels like you need to have a party for you, doesn't it?
Got to tell you, 14 is the worst age.
10 foot tall and bulletproof. Actually, we were really lucky.
Yeah.
Milton was older than his cohort because he had repeated a year, and we didn't go through 10 foot tall and bulletproof with the rest of the grade. We went through that with only 4 other families. Let's put this little creamy thing bit here. So we we were really lucky, and then Noah is just so much more mature than his cohort. So and we stick this little bit there. Don't know about the blue. Got another butterfly here. This is for journaling. I know journaling's a dirty
they're
word.
saying they don't really like the flowers, do you?
They don't?
No.
Right, we'll find something
Mary
else.
said, I love the flowers. Pam said, yep, sure.
That sounds confident.
Yep, sure is. Sorry. I'm only talking about something else. Sandra said, I'm sorry. I am not a fan of the strawberry flowers.
Right,
And Tanya said, I don't really like the flowers.
right.
So,
These are the yellow ones here. Rightio, let's find something else then. Oh, where'd the innards out of that other bit go?
you lost an inner.
Yep, I lost the innards on the R. It was there. No, should be right. We just won't have it. What about we use... I just lost it when I picked it up then.
So you keep
It's in the video. You just got to go back in the video to find it. It's sitting on top.
There it is.
No, no. Oh, there we go.
I am useful. Look at that.
What about that? Because we've got a bit more. We've got lots of scroungy bits of that.
Debbie Hates said, what about a solid colour?
So what do we think of that? Oh, that's backwards. Let's not stick that there.
Okay, so we've got loving all the colours. That's better.
Is that better?
That works. Like the yellow glitter.
Yep.
So consensus says, survey says.
Survey says yellow glitter. We're keeping you awake, are we?
Yeah. Oh, Helen M's got to go get a laptop back in a minute.
We did stay up a little late last night.
Yeah.
We were watching one of the Planet of the Apes movies we haven't seen before, and we didn't even watch the end of it. We gave up at 10 to midnight. It was like, really? That's just too late. And then it's not on Netflix. It's only on Disney Plus. We can't get Disney Plus until we get a new TV.
Trish said she liked it just on the pink too.
We won't be getting Disney Plus. We won't be getting a new TV for quite some time.
Yes.
New TV is just way down the pecking order. Our TV's just too old and crappy.
Well, I was going to go around to my mum's tomorrow. Get that motorbike sorted so we can sell it, the kids' motorbike. But mum's teaching music all day tomorrow.
Mm.
So I don't think she'd really appreciate me revving that motorbike all day.
Going around there and revving the motorbike up? Nope. You wouldn't get Son of the Year out of her for that.
No. I asked her what time she was having a break. She said, I'm having a nap when I'm having a break. I get the picture tomorrow's not a good day. Well, that did a very parenting thing today. We did Amelia Ann's Stedford denominations. Stedfords.
Yeah, we've got this Stedford thing done. I actually let Quentin do that. He goes to me, what's our password for a Stedford's? I'm like, it's yours.
$11.22 to join the Stedfords.
Yeah, that's for duet.
That's a duet.
The little kid's piano. Rightio. So let's set that over outside to dry. Let's put something up
Amelia
here.
wasn't with me when I was doing it because there was all the dancing on her as well.
Nope. There were all sorts of cool things.
Oh, Marie's
book.
just joined us. Hello, Marie.
How about that? Let's do that.
So all the Bell and Pussy cut pieces and that you'll see in Alicia's just there, it all came out of the A5 Essentials mixed pad that you'll get a third of with the kit. So,
Now, we are going to run out of kits because since I said I was doing this class, you've all been going nuts behind the paper pad.
yes.
So,
We will get more in and then we'll have more.
got
things.
more of them coming. Understandably, they do come from the Netherlands. Let's put in a little butterfly here. Can't go over this bit here because it's going to be a fold. Right.
It seems that the freight company from the Netherlands doesn't take too long.
It's not too long, but it's expensive.
Yeah.
Rightio. Oh, stuck down. Rightio. So let's turn this with our scissors and let's trim it.
Oh, Marie, you're so fond of your kittens.
I'm watching the video now. It's all out of whack. Quentin was out here this afternoon photographing stuff, and it's all dishevelled.
It is hard to get good help these days.
Right. So because I've had this thing's been everywhere, man. I just need to fix up. Let's just cover these up. I just need to get that a bit better. Oh, it's strobing.
Yeah, the white on white does wrong.
White on white. Rightio. So let's turn this up here. And let's trim that. So I'm just So you need a bit more space than what I've got, just so you know.
Well, it is 24 inches
Cross,
before
and
you
it's
start.
deeper than that
Yeah.
when you open stuff out. Let's put all these little bits here. Now, I was going to stick something here, right? But,
Oh,
what are you on about?
Deborah's son has broken his hand.
Oh.
And yeah, I saw the photos like going to Poldy Towers last night. That looks like it would have been a good show. And you haven't done much scrapping. Oh, come on, Deborah.
So, By the time we do that, okay, let's look at this. We probably need to have something quite restful here. Do you know what I mean? We probably need to have that it's a bit of a restful spot. Do we put this here like as a triangle? This square. And then put on it. Let's just leave that there while we look at it.
I'm just looking at your post now of your son's broken hand, Deborah. Yeah, you can keep that one all to himself.
How bad did he do it?
The description says, so this happened, didn't it? Nothing, I won't say the boy's name, nothing by halves. No, let's just break the finger and flip the bone 180 degrees. No 40 for 8 weeks.
Well, there's a little circle. Let's put the little circle in there. No 40 for 8 weeks.
Is the library back together?
Well, she got caught today trying to move like a whole heap of toys from one room to another.
2 shopping bags full of stuff, and I said, "What have you got there?" Shopping bag. I went, "Take it back."
So when we went into work today, Quentin hadn't believed me that she had made a mess at work yesterday. And then he saw it. There are little 1/4-inch squares of paper on the floor. There is something else that she's made. She's like made hay and chaff out of pieces of paper. Do you want to put this one here? Let's put this little guy here. So all we're doing is we're just putting little bits of paper here and there, hanging over. I really want to use this kite. I think we'll put it on the front. Let's sit it there because I cut out that kite, and because I cut that kite out, I am going to use that kite. Do we put this little butterfly one up there? Let's do that. That I cut crooked. Look at that. That's terrible. None of our kids broke any bones.
Did we have a couple of broken fingers and stuff?
No, I broke fingers and broken toes.
Yeah.
Oh no, we had a yes, we did have damaged hand from being hit by another kid, but apparently it was his fault because, you know, he shouldn't have been roughhousing with his mate. Yep.
Amelia certainly gets her stuff all from Elisa. Nothing to do from me.
What?
You're crafting in
What about this? And how does that go?
although her and I are going to have a discussion about the pile of glitter glue.
There's a big dollop of glitter glue on the
If anyone
carpet.
knows
Right?
the secret of getting red stickles out of your carpet, please let me know. It was like a 20-cent round piece that was about 10 mil high.
Yeah. 20 cents in Australia is about that far across, about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches.
About half an inch high.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of stickers.
I'd say she was testing it, and there was a bit of a squirt effect when she was still, hanging out of the cupboard, checking out what was in the cupboard and what she could use. So I actually emptied out a cardboard box that I had some stuff aside prepped for retreat kits, and she quickly obtained the box and made it into a cubby house for one of her toys. Okie doke. Thank you all for turning up on Sunday night. Really do appreciate it. And if you're watching this later, don't stress about not showing up on Sunday night, because, you know, this is night 3 in a row. So you all need a medal for showing up 3 nights in a row. You need a medal if you watch this class the whole way through. But thank you if you do. We do appreciate it.
Take that medal.
Oh, gosh. You all met my smart mouth husband. And I'm going to say it, even though it's on the screen. Hello, my name's Alicia and I own Scrapbook Fantasies. I do forget. I don't have a good intro on my videos because after like 600-700 videos, you sort of get to the point where you go, oh, they all know who I am. Oh, I don't want to treat them like they're silly because, you know, that they don't know who I am. I don't want to treat you like, you know, like you've forgotten who I am since the last time you watched, which was last night. But
yes.
I suppose new people find us every day.
Debbie, she is very good at playing with herself, Amelia. She keeps herself just entertained. She's a great little girl.
We did manage to get her homework.
Yep.
Her friend's mum dropped it off at work to me yesterday afternoon. But her friend's library bag is still missing. We think that's the one that Amelia found on the poor racks and handed it in to the teacher. Okay, stab holes in here. I think we're going to go really flat with this. This is a very intense sort of a layout. Let's go flattish. Yes, Amelia?
Noah doesn't want to play with me.
Well, what's he doing? Is he doing homework or is he...
He's on his phone in his room. And
The
he locked
children
his
is-
door.
Oh, well, that's not good enough.
Let's go and have a
You better go and knock on his door and
None of
tell
our
him.
favorite shows are on today. Only ABC Kids was a short day.
Oh, because it's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
School tomorrow.
It's Sunday
That's-
night and it's 7:30 at night.
That's a very sorrowful face you have there.
You know, it's past your bedtime.
No. Countdown is not on.
Because it's the
It's-
first day of May. Wow.
Yes. Hey, come here for
Oh,
a
it's
second.
the 1st of
Get your
May.
punch
Whoops.
for the first day of the month.
I haven't put up the
Oh,
1, 2, 3 challenge or the mood board challenge. Whoops.
Let's walk this.
So that's going to go there in the middle. So what are we going to put with this? Oh, I had my so I don't know. Let's stick this down here.
Yes, I have some pencils.
I think you need to get her ready for bed.
Okay. Let's
It's
have a
after
look.
7:30.
It's after 7:30. Let's have a look.
Dad's become a bit of a night owl, so
That's a very sorrowful little way of throwing your shoulders forward and dropping your chin. Can you put your bottom lip out too? Oh,
so this is just a pink square that was on the page of shapes in the book. And then I'm going to get my little pot of flowers. Oh, crap. See, you shouldn't apply glue to things above your page. Obviously, I'm tired.
No, no one's going to be too. Tomorrow we're going to make lots and lots of cupcakes. Oh, dear.
Put that there.
No school tomorrow. No.
Let's stick this one. I should have just put tape on all of these before class.
What
Keep yours here until midnight. Hello, everyone that I missed saying hello to too.
Oh, Beryl was saying she was wishing she saw the start of this. There was no reception at the crop.
Oh,
That's not good.
let's put that there. So that one, and then we can put like a number or a letter or something in there.
Making the bonus floppy out of card. Making the bonus floppy out card with springtime tea party for Mum's Mother's Day.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, the flippy floppy cardy thing.
Mini cardy bookie thing.
Mini cardy bookie thing.
Rightio.
Okay.
So let's get this around here. And let's just put a tiny bit of tape under that there. Because I peeled this up a few times. Let's just...
It is a very in-depth, detailed card that one always did the other day. It's nice.
Illustrating my tape chocolate Easter eggs in my note.
Oh, yeah, that's what you had for dessert.
You've already had ice cream.
Dad spoiled me.
Dad spoiled you. Okay.
Daddy, I've got a tail. And it goes down. Okay, it's not your tail. It's just my dress.
Okay.
Oh, that's mighty. Whoops. I thought I still had my dress on. Dad, what did you do to me?
Let's turn this around. Let's flip it over and do this bit down here. Oh, gosh. Okay. So I'd say probably don't rush this.
I'm just going to clean up those things. Let's go, my little night owl.
Night
My
owl.
computer's good. I mean, your computer's good.
Yeah, it's the bottom one, sweetie.
Yep, it's strobing.
So, that's good.
Gee willikers, this is getting a bit... It's a bit full on, isn't it? I need to move that brown pencil. I'm going to end up with brown pencil. So let's put a bit of tape on this little tag. Little flaggy thing. So I would say the leftover... Sorry I haven't been talking. It'd make a really great Mother's Day get-together page. these leftover strips of white. There were 3 of them like this, and they're like 2 inches wide. You could cut this into like 1/2 inch or 3/8 inch strips, and then write your journaling on it, and then put the little strips. That would be how I would, you know, even if it's just, you know, Auntie Mavis, Uncle Fred, you know, even if it's just little labels that label who is the person in the picture on that page. Rightio.
What are you doing? Oh, yeah.
Let's do that. What do we do it over here?
Are you gonna put this in?
No. From our trip to Brisbane.
Then what will you put it in?
Yeah.
Oh,
When we do a
Pocket
page
page or
about the trip to Brisbane.
Okay. Okay. Can I go away? Dad, your hands are a bit squishy.
oh,
You're getting too heavy.
you're getting big.
Rightio.
That's why they're squishy.
Right.
Next time you should trade them for a house.
Well, it magnetised then.
Trade them for a
Rightio. So we've got there and there.
chip shop.
I think we put this one here. I'll just pull that up when I go to put my photo on. Okay.
Maybe 7.
It's too big. Oh, here we go.
Desley's going to take her a month to do this one.
Well, Desley, it's a miracle I've got it finished. I'm going to tell you that. So this one's pink and it's got the 2 bits.
It's almost a mini album. Yeah, take the word mini out of there, Debbie.
Yeah. Yep. 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 Let's put this little guy here. And then let's put a flower on here. Oh, upside down. Maybe when we put it together here. It's just too big. Put that there. Mm. So I'm just putting a little decorative thing on each sort of photo-y bit. Let's put that one coming up from the bottom. So that it's sort of not boring. Because I'm going to say something. Sometimes when I make things like this, these are not normally something I would do in a class. You end up with so much on there, like photo-wise, and not a lot of space for embellishment. And it ends up being very, sometimes flat. Does that make sense? Like sometimes it can end up quite a flat creation because you've got so much, let's put a buzzy bee there. You've got so much like photograph and just not a lot of pretty.
Temp going down to 6 degrees here tonight, says Trish. Yeah, we've got the aircon on, Trish.
Yeah, it's hot here again. Not quite as hot as it was last night. But by using tape on these two, it means I can always pull them up. Tape that's been pulled up needs to probably be replaced too. Oh, I need that to go to the edge there because that's a fold. Rightio. Nope. I want to use this butterfly. And I want to use this butterfly. And I want to use this bouquet. Deary, deary me. See, I've got so many photos on here.
Oh dear, I'm afraid to say I have bad news. I obviously haven't looked at enough cars over the last couple of days.
You've got political ads back, haven't you?
Yeah,
Ha ha ha. That serves you right for gloating.
Out of 7 scrolls down, 7 different posts, 5 of them are political ads.
Ha ha ha. He was being a smart mouth and saying he had got rid of all the political stuff out of his feed. Now, okay.
Well, I have picked up Ray White from Billa Wheeler somehow. I don't know how.
So I want to put this here. The problem is I need to cut that first before I can stick this here. Otherwise, I can't see my edge line to cut it. So let's trim this side. Just going to come back and trim everything after. And then I like this with the little flowers. Put that there. Okay. I'm way back from the page. Just so you know, I'm like miles from the seat. From the desk. I like this here. So your wings already exist. All you have to do is fly. Okay. So we've got a piece of printed vellum. So you can see I've cut it out with a little border around. It's not perfect. Where to glue it? So you glue it behind the solid bits. So we're going to put a little bit of glue in here because otherwise it's seen. You can just ignore that it's seen and pretend it doesn't happen. Now when you put it on, just pop it on. Just let it sort of sit there. But if you squish it too much, it'll show up too much, right? You want it to stick, but you don't want it to become too evident. Does that make sense?
Use a glue dot on it?
You could use a glue dot, but a glue dot's not linear.
Oh, Pam's already done a postal vote, so yeah,
I
Pam.
really want to use that.
Unfortunately, that doesn't stop the advertising from coming to you.
We were going through it with Mum yesterday because she's got her postal. Let's cut this up through here. She's got her postal vote. They sent her one automatically. I don't know why. She didn't apply for it, but she's 81. I think the people that the person that used to be the manager used to get them for everyone that was there. I'm going to say, we don't know who half these people are. I don't even know what one of the parties is. Like, one of the parties we've never even
I
heard
do
of.
take my hat off to the bloke that's on our local one. He's on there for the federal member for Flynn or whatever we're called.
Yeah.
Because he's protesting against how they're taking away all the polling booths.
I don't know if any of you know where Delulu is, but Delulu doesn't have a polling booth anymore. How terrible. They've taken away a heap of, in our electorate. It's a massive electorate. It's one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest electorates in the country. It probably is the biggest electorate space-wise in the country. But Oh, maybe the middle Australia might be bigger. But the problem is, I really want to use this butterfly. They've taken away a whole swag load of polling booths.
Yeah.
Like,
And some of those are pretty substantial areas where they're taking them away from. There's like
some of them have got thousands of residents. Or 1,000. Okay. So let's look at this bit here. Do we put the butterfly in the middle there? Let's put him in the middle there. Just gonna put a dollop in the middle. I just want to use this butterfly. I'm sorry. Use only a tenner up there straight. What do you think of that? I like that. Oh, flicking stuff everywhere. And let's find something to stick on that. Circle. So see how when I put something on like the circle, it sort of is on it but off it. And it's sort of, there's a little bit of photo showing here. I'm just trying to show you ways that you can embellish without it being too contrived.
Leslie was saying earlier on, Dale, she'd love to see it in full photos.
Full photos, yep.
We'll have to find that second cousin, the wedding we had.
We don't get invited to weddings. We don't get invited to anything.
We're 48 and 49, and our families aren't very good breeders.
How does that look? Oh, that magnet held.
Woohoo!
What do we put it down here? Let's put it down here.
I do like that yellow glitter behind it together. Stand there.
Okay. We got a lot of things to cut off here now. Okay, and then let's put like that. Rightio. Let's do a bit of trim up. What was the other one that doesn't have a polling booth anymore? Lulu's one. But he's not going to be coming into town. He's our independent candidate.
He's one of them.
Is one of them. He's not going to be coming into Gladstone to the polling booths. He's only going to visit the little tiny polling booths where those people from like Delulu on that are now expected to go to. And I just cut that crooked.
Gracemere is in Flynn and State. Alabama is near Mackay. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, I need to get myself a better position for this because I just made a mess of that one. I cut it crooked. I've got a bit of a mozza here. Jeez. Who wrong me? Now I just need to turn it around the other way. I really want to get this done so we can spend some time on the page protector before it's too late. I've got glue there. That's all right. Okay. So if you get your hand behind, it's actually easier. Oh God, I put the page back. I don't know if you could see this, but this is just dodgy as. I lost something I had set aside to stick on the page. Rightio. Let's turn this back around. So you could go and contemplate building all these things before kind of anything coming out the side of these. We're never going to get it in the page quickly. Oh gosh. You could stick all this together and then add it to the page, but need to do in here. Right, yeah. Let's do down the bottom here. Oops. So my flower just got caught. Rightio, so let's turn this over. Yeah. Like if you made a, you know, the base we made, you could make a base as a prototype and then write instructions all over it. And then when you were building one, sorry, it strobes when we turn it over. When you're building one of the pages, and you could actually, what was the thing I was going to stick on the front twin? Ran like a goldfish at the moment. Okay, I've lost it. It's a little butterfly taggy thing I was going to put there. It's on the floor somewhere. That's okay. Yeah, you could make a prototype, like make the base like we did Friday night, and then what you could do is you could have that, like if you wanted to make multiples or more, you could have that and have instructions on what size things were, and you could build. No, it fell down just down here somewhere. It'll be white on one side. You could. I'm putting plenty of tape on the header so it doesn't fall off. You could then like build it and build the pieces, and then embellish it, and then stick it all together. Do you know what I mean? Like you could really save yourself a lot of this wrangling.
What was it? Tag?
It's a little flaggy banner thing, and it's white with little butterflies on it.
What are we doing an inch?
Like 1/2 inch wide.
Why do you use like thick tape?
No, I think I had a little flower with it as well. Fell down here. Doesn't matter. All good. All good in the wood. I'll find something else to use. All good. There's just lots of little bits of tape.
Me and the Hoover are going to have fun in here tomorrow.
Yeah, lots of little tape ends. Whoopsie. Rightio. Let's get a different flower. Butterfly. Little red flag. Oh, floral one. Little upside down butterflies. So that we do
Kathleen said, I think I'll have a go at one page.
Yeah.
Oh, g'day, Karis.
Hello, Karis.
Karis put up some of the stuff on Facebook too, so look great.
I haven't had a good
Some of
look.
her artworks. Oh, come on.
So I did have a little butterfly piece for up here. I think I had a flower as well. They have floated off somewhere. I think they've gone underneath a piece of furniture. Okay. So we'll need to not go near this fold. That fold involves bad juju. Let's go over there. What do we think? Oh, in here. Okay, let's put this little guy here.
Come on.
Maybe that one there. And then that there. Let's do that. Actually, let's trim this off straight, because this is the other half of this little flaggy one here. Is she manipulating you?
I thought young kids meant to make you feel keep you young.
Why? What's going on?
Seems like I'm just being manipulated. Tape ends end up everywhere, says Pam.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I did scrape all of last night's off into the bin, but there's others on the floor. And I think here needs a bit of journaling. Like, it needs to have a subtitle like a Frankie and Mavis's wedding, or, you know, like... That's the same as that. Let me put that there. Because when we shut this, show you. Oh no, it's not seen. Let's just move it up a little bit.
No, we didn't win a lot of them last night.
There, it's a tiny bit seen, which looks quite cute, I think. Okay, let's just do a flick through. Right. I know it's only simply embellished, and I know I said we'd probably need more embellishment and another piece of fussy cutting paper, but I don't think we do. So we've got this, and then when we fold this down, it's quite nice. I have got other stuff, but I just don't think we need it. And then we've got that there. And then when we move this up here, let's move this pencil out of the way so we don't accidentally draw on the page. So I've got that one there. And then it goes there. Oh dear. I need something on these. that there. I liked it on the other one, but it didn't show up. But it's going to show up here. I like that there. That looks good there. So then we've got, we're not going to embellish these. See, I corrected the photo size. Right, and then when we close this, it sort of holds with the magnet, sort of. You're just going to make sure that when you close the album, that you close the album while it's flat and then stand it up. The magnet's going to be enough to help it not push the album open. And then comes up, and up, and out, and out. Like that. And then we've got that there. And then this bit here. And that's holding well now. That's actually better. Magnet's getting muscle memory. Okay, so let's be pulling this bizzle apart. Let's just snip the tape. I'm going to remove the tape on the back. I'm just snipping the tape, not the page. I should do this from the other side, but I just don't want to have it strobing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the tape. I'm just going to roll the tape off the back without trying to, actually, let's just turn the lights off momentarily. So the lights are just off for the moment, so we can remove this tape. Come on, tape. You can do it. Okay, let's stick a bit of paper to that. Okay, they're not going to come off. Let's just make sure we've got them trimmed right up against. Trim it out of the way. As long as the back's not going to come off the tape. I'm a little concerned about. That other one was just not staying there. I just want to cut it back from the edge. Oh no. Okay. So you have to excuse my, oh, wait. You have to excuse my page protectors, but let's put these on after. Remind me to do these after. These are 2 old Becky Higgins page protectors from my stash. I don't like them. Not a fan. But that's okay. Okay, let's do the easy one first. So I'm going to do the right-hand one first. It's our easy one. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop it in our page protector. Carefully. Now, if you find your page doesn't fit in your page protector, if you've got like the Grant brand ones from Lincraft and Big W they used to sell through, I think at one stage they were in Kmart as well, just trim a little bit off your page. Okay, so I've got this in here, right? I've got a pokey tool, or you can use the tip of your tweezers. So I'm going to poke where my cut is at the end, just out from the end. There and there. So at this point and this point on my cut line, right? So then I'm going to take my page out. I'm going to turn the lights out because we're white again. I'm going to get my cutting mat. So you need a cutting surface, either a cutting mat. Does this fit in? Yep, this fits in. Either a cutting mat or you need a piece of really, really thick, heavy cardboard. If you do watercolor, if you've bought watercolor paper from us, the Montmartre watercolor paper, the back of the pad, A3 pad fits in. So then I'm going to identify my two marks. So I've got one there and one here, right? My ruler is going to go. So you've got to have something inside the page protector, because if you cut it, you've got flippers on both sides. So my ruler is going to go on the top part, which is the good bit we want to keep. So if we slip underneath, it's okay. They're not going to see that until we allow them to open up the page. So we're going to line up with our two dots. We're going to identify them, and we're going to put this one closest to us on an identifying mark. So it's on an identifying point. And then we're going to slide down, and we're not going to cut all in one hit. We're going to carefully cut through in a couple of goes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure I've cut the whole way through. Yep. Cut the whole way to my point. Right, yeah. I'm going to put a lid on that because I'm dangerous. Take it out. Oh, where's my page? Okay. So now I'm going to carefully put my page in my page protector. So I'm going to get my base in. I've got a bit of fluff. I've just fed a piece of fluff into the page protector. Wouldn't you like to rip your nightie in half? Rightio.
Could be worse, could be cat hair.
Could be cat hair. Probably is. But ours don't molt. We're really lucky. Okay, so I know I've got a piece up in here that isn't going to want to go. So I've got another piece. So I've got my hand underneath here. Keep all my bits together. Okay. So I've got this bit here has got caught on my little flower. Okay, well, over the little flower. Not what are we caught on? Not caught on the flaggy thing on the bottom there. Rightio. So we're just being very careful and sort of thinking about all the things on this page that we've stuck on it, all those fancy little things. I'm holding up that little tag underneath. Right. Okay. Carefully. And it should just slide on. Got caught there. Still the lights back on. Shouldn't be strobing so much now. And there we go. You can use, like, you could put a tiny bit of red tape, or sometimes I sort of hide a little glue dot up here, a little piece of a glue dot up the top or something. You know, I just might put a glue dot in the middle of that flower and then stick it there, and then that glue dot will help hold my page protector in place. So our whole thing works. And when we put it like this, it does droop a bit. It's very heavy.
Like,
but when it's in an album, it's going to hold. So when it's in an album and your album's closed, those magnets and washers are actually going to help hold it together, because once there's contact, they'll work. There are, when it opens up like that, and when it loses contact, they're not going to work. But when there's contact, they work. So they work. See, they're working there when there's contact. See how they're working in the, because there's contact, they're working. it's doing what I wanted it to do. See, I
Ronnie
had
said
a
that's
stress.
awesome. Deborah
So-
said, thank you so much. It's a
So-
fantastic project.
Next one. Let's do the next page. So this one, well,
This is going to be interesting.
what do we say about this other than holy dooly? What are we doing? So, oh, I just want to come back and say one thing. So up under here, you want to tuck the top edge of your page protector here underneath your flippy thing. So you tuck it under the flippy bit there. Tuck it under there, and it helps it hold together. Okay, so we need to make 3 cuts. We need one for the top, one for this one, and one down the bottom here for this little accordion book to sit on the outside. Okay? You could measure, but you know, measuring doesn't always work. So where's the center? Okay, so let's start by getting our page in there. Okay, so we're in there. So let's mark the end and the end. So the best way to do this is to do them individually. I'm really, truly sorry. It seems like it would be better to do it by adding, you know, take it out, slide it in, you know, part of the way and mark the next one and then cut all 3 together. But you really need to have each layer sitting where it's going to sit with the layer above already cut. So I'm going to make sure I put my dot down the bottom here on a distinguishing mark.
Thanks for watching, Carol. Yeah, the cutting bit is the scary bit, Murray.
There we go. Just going to make sure I've cut it. Yep. I know this is really arduous and probably boring, as boring can be to watch, but this is one of the things I get asked about probably the most. This is one of the most requested how-tos. I don't know how other people accommodate interactive layouts. I have heard that they just put them in a box, or I know some people don't actually put interactive layouts into albums, but you know, what's the point? Sorry, I know mine all live in a box or on shelves at work. So we need to be putting this in, but having it going over those other interactive doodahs at the bottom. Well, we've got other flippers to accommodate. So I'm just looking in here going, what am I stuck on? That thing
Did
there.
you want page protectors in the kit here? Or?
Do you want page protectors in the kit?
Most people probably have the right.
Probably not got to put page protectors in the kit.
Actually, it makes them very difficult to package up then.
Makes them very.
Page protectors are a bit bigger than the packet.
What am I stuck on? I'm stuck on that there. Sorry. What are we stuck on? We're stuck on something.
Yes, please.
What's that?
Yep.
Yep, they want.
Yes, please to a page protector fancy. Yep.
Yep, there we go. So we've got this one in. Woohoo! 1 down, 2 to go. So make our mark. So the kit, I can guarantee you this kit's going to sell out.
Pre-cut. Nice try, Lee.
Yeah, no. Mine won't match yours if it's not exactly the same.
You buddy.
So let's take this out. This is a bit of a bugger. If you the kit is going to sell out. I will tell you that. I know that for a fact, but I think we've got enough at the moment for 5. We had enough originally for 18 kits when I decided to do the class, but I thought, oh yeah, hopefully that's enough. But yes, there are more mini books. We are getting more mini books coming. Rightio. So let's put our mat back in, our cutting mat. You can't shortcut the cutting mat, trust me. One. No. Yes. One.
Is it best to cut from the top flip page?
Yes. Yeah. You really need to cut from the top one so that it sits in properly for each one. Because otherwise, if you cut from the bottom one first, you've got too much bulk above from the other ones that when you've got them flipped back, that they won't sit properly. Does that make sense? So you really need to cut the top one, then have it in properly, mark the second one, cut it, have it in properly.
Do you put the page protector on the fold outs?
Nope. No, they are exposed. So unfortunately they're exposed. I have heard of people laminating the photos on them, but if you look at it, all of my photos, I'm going to pick it up in a second and show you. Cut right to the end. Right to the end. If you have a look at it, all of my photos on here are placed in such a way that to open things up, you're not actually touching the photos. So there's no real need for someone to maul your photos on a flipper book, like an interactive layout. Now, sideways is a whole other thing. Remember, I said opening them to the side. Audio. Here we go. Breathe in, graft out.
There you go. 2 page protectors at added.
So, yes, when they open up to the side things, that's a whole other thing. I have got a video with that in from 2020. It was cooking week in 2020. Holy dooly. That was stressful. And no, I haven't opened it up to put. And look, I draw my page with a pencil from the pen holder, from the tool holder. Okay, so we've got the first one in. Look, I draw one on here as well. Dang it. Let's just move that thing out of the way. Dodgy magodgy. Okay, so we've got that far in, right? So now what we need to do is be looking, where's the next one? Here's the next one. I'm going to grab it with my fingers in here, like I've got it with my fingers. Come on. On we go. Come on. I'm talking to a scrapbook layout. So I'm going to feed it through. You know what? The last one's actually going to be the easiest.
Right, Helen? The last one will be.
He wants to go in through here. Don't try and pull this bit up because you're quite likely to get it. You get to a point where it'll get easy. I do find that it is better if I've embellished it. Oh, I've got caught on a photo. It is better if I have embellished because then the distances and the stretch and that on the page protector are as they will be at the final stage. Sort of why I use the fakey photos too. I'm stuck at the back. Where are we stuck? Stuck on a little circle.
Marie thinks it's a tricky process, do you?
It's a little tricky. It's not as tricky. Stuff in there. Rightio. 1, 2. And then we'll tuck under there. Nice. Rightio. So this mob down here. Oh my gosh. So down in here, we just have to be mindful to be going straight down. So I've got it where it goes in the album. And this is going to sit under here. When we're finished, we're going to get that plastic to sit up under there. So then we're going to go straight down at the ends. There. And there. And the cut lines. Rightio. Stuck on the flipper, the flippy-do thing.
The flippy-do that thing?
Back in the day, my customers used to call these flippy-do layouts. Guess they are like you're flipping out, eh? The last one is the easiest to load. Trust me. Just gotta be careful not to reverse up, not to get too caught up and this and get rip it like I think I'm about to. Just gotta be careful. If you've got really flimsy, cheap, super cheap, Kaiser are okay, but if you've got some really cheap page protectors, like the cellophane type ones that feel like cellophane, be careful with them because they can definitely rip.
I don't know what happened to that kit you picked up yesterday in a hole in the wall.
I do not know what happened to that packet.
Must get cool on something at some point. You have to put some more sequins in.
I picked them up. I did a bit of a round up on the floor. Okay, last one. Let's put our mat in. Golly gosh. Where are we? There and there. So put this one down here on a distinguishing mark. That one there. There. I do sometimes cut just a tiny bit beyond. Cut a bit far beyond. Rightio.
Thank heavens the mat is the right size.
Yeah, I do have a piece of cardboard that sometimes I use.
It is a placemat again.
Yeah, placemat.
When is the kit going to hit the web page?
Any minute.
Yeah, as soon as Alicia tells me she's not adding any more.
I don't think I'm going to add any more.
There you go.
So,
2 seconds. So the kit is $31.95.
let's feed this first. How much is it?
$31.95.
That's not bad. What did we work out? Was it 30, 42? No, I added more photos.
Over 45 photos.
Because at the start of this class, I added 4 more photos. So let's
10 pieces
feed
of
that
paper
out.
on that, 7 pieces of cardstock,
Magnets.
magnets, books.
We didn't
washes,
charge for the washers.
and what's the name? The other page protectors as well.
Oh, yeah. So if you're doing the Cottage Garden Hybrid Retreat, which is, oh my gosh, a whole new concept, isn't it? Like a hybrid retreat. So we're doing in-store and, oh, I've gone too far. Too far, red car. In-store and online at the same time.
That's going to be Christmas.
That's crackers. The Messenger and Facebook group have been created. Let's come back a bit. Woo, Bessie.
Can you
Woo,
ask about one of the best brand page protectors do you?
I like the ones that, oh, I can't even remember what, I don't even know what they call themselves now. The brand that we sell loose are good. They're an Australian product.
Put up a link. We've got Kaiser and
Kaiser are
and
pretty
the brand
good.
One.
I like Kaiser. I especially like Kaiser for my pocket pages.
I shall put up a link for them
I went too far. Look at that. I was being smart.
We do sell the 12 by 24 page protectors as well. So it's not
Yeah, we have ones that are 12 inches by 24 inches. They are so good for things like sports days or school. Like you can do each year can be a 4-page flip out layout thing. So let's put this one in. I went too far. I got excited, didn't I? Where are we there? Audio. So you just need to be sort of a bit gentleish and then work out where you're getting caught up. Where am I caught? Down here. Yep, down here. So now we've got more places to get tangled. You know? But yeah, if a page protector feels like cellophane, like thin cellophane wrapping paper, it's bad juju. Probably to be avoided. Now let's talk about the, where have we been caught? The vellum. I'm getting caught somewhere here. On a photo. My photos aren't really stuck on very well. We all know that. Stuck on now. Circle. Because they're not really stuck on very well, my photos. Right, we're in. Woohoo! So let's just run that along there. And then run that one in along there. And then, oh jeez. Frickety frack. Sorry, I kind of swore, didn't I? I kind of did a swear statement. Right. Fold it up. I needed to get it out. See, that's why I was pulling it out the other way. It got folded back up again. Okay, I make the mistakes so that you know what not to do. See? Yep. I make plenty of mistakes. I am about as far from perfect as it gets.
Deb said the double page protectors are fabulous for keeping doubles organised in your album.
Okay, I'm just folding this out very carefully. There we go. See, I had it out properly, but then I got all jammed up again. Rightio. Put this under here. Put the plastic in under this fold here. Put it in under there. There we go. Turn the lights back on. Okay, so vellum. You can add these with like glue, but where are you going to glue it? You can add them with split pins, but it's a bit late now. So let's do bloom. So I find with things like this vellum, they look a whole lot better if I tear them out. So then we've got that one like that. Let's find a spot. So if I put that in there like that, I can stick it under here. So let's just tear this end. And then let's put glue just under here. So my preferred way to deal with vellum is to tuck it under something and hide the adhesive. If you don't have that dark like printed portion like we had on here, do something where you hide the adhesive under something else. And then let's put a little bit on the back as well. Oh, don't press too hard, Lisa. Just snuck through that glue there. Rightio. And yep, it's sitting there like that, but that's okay. It's not going to come off. I've used Dimensional Magic. So let's do love. Remember, like cardstock, paper, and fabric, vellum also has a warp and a weft. So it will tear easier in one direction than it does in the other. So what about if we do our love here under our together? Like that. Let's do that. So then what we're going to do is we're going to lift this up here. Put a tiny bit of glue behind there and spread it out fairly thin. Hold that there. And then underneath our O. So this is why sometimes I don't go right to the edge on everything. Sometimes that's just more arse than class. Oh, sorry. That was not nice of me. More dumb luck. Isn't that what Professor McGonagall used to say?
Yes.
Dumb luck. So let's sort of wedge this up a bit and put a tiny bit of glue under here to help it stay. There we go. Oh, it's smooshed through, but it's not too bad. So there we go.
So Jen said, oh, wow, this is amazing. Mark's an incredible project. Diane B's just joined us.
So there we go. That is our
Done.
double interactive layout. We've used like some Dreamland, a fair bit of Tropicana. We've used that beautiful paper pad from mixed paper pad from Studio Light, and we've only used a third of it. We don't have much left. Like, I've got a little pile of scraps.
So
I have got a pile of strips and scraps and things, but you know, these are the centers out of the photo mats.
Yeah.
So you could, yeah, do a little bit.
10 pieces of pattern paper, 7 bits of cardstock, a third of that book that Lisa just showed.
5 magnets,
5
3
magnets,
washers,
and a title.
Plus
Plus
your 2 page protectors. They won't be Becky Higgins brand. They'll be our brand. And how much is it?
$31.95.
Okay, $31.95. There you go. That's not bad. And what have we got? How many photos? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus another 10. So that's 24. Gee willikers. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46 photos. Yeehaw. That's a whole album on a double page. And away you go. But you can see that, and I really didn't talk about this when I did it, but I think I just do this subconsciously now, is so where you would grab it is where I've put something there. So there's no need for people to touch your photos unnecessarily.
I'll rewatch from the beginning. Well, yeah, Di, you got this.
Remembering I fluffed around with those magnets for quite a bit.
Yeah, you can flick through that one.
Yep.
That's amazing, says Debbie H.
I truly cannot wait to see what you guys do with this. I really want to see it. What did I say?
40 something.
Was it 46 or 45?
I thought that was more than 45. I think it's 46.
46
photos.
46 photos.
46 photos.
Never had that many photos to fill a layout like that. Oh, Marie, you wait till your boys start getting married and having babies. Holy dooly.
Christmas would fill it.
You've got to remember, you and I have got lots of irons in the fire, Marie. Eventually, when our kids start having kids, we are going to be holy dooly.
Really?
That's if the only one of ours that wants kids at the moment is the 7-year-old. But you never know. All it's going to take is for one of them to have kids, and then the rest will follow suit, I suppose. Maybe. They're going to be smart. Noah doesn't know if he wants children, but holy dooly, his kids are going to be smart. He is so studious. He's not thinking about being a parent. He's just wanting to go to university and get the best possible grades. That's where Noah's head's at right now. He's just thinking about study and getting to uni and getting out of Gladstone probably.
Yeah.
So there we go. So thank you very much for coming along. Truly appreciate your devotion if you've come to all 3 classes. Yep, sorry it took so long, but holy dooly, it's a mammoth effort. I know this is quite pale here, but I think it's a nice restful place. By the time you put a bit of journaling on here, if you wanted to write on something like this, you just need pens like these pastel markers or a white pen, or you know, you could do a white colouring in pencil would look quite nice. If you used a white coloured colouring in pencil, it would look like a chalkboard. That'd be cool. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to have fun photographing this tomorrow. And they do sort of in your album. They're heavy, but they kind of stay together. That one doesn't. It will.
Yeah,
In the album, it will. Like when it's in the album, it's going to stay together. The magnets are just there to help it stay together when it's sitting in your album like that.
At
a bit
the moment,
Bowie.
the class kit only has one photo on it and doesn't have all the video links in it either.
It's not an embellished class photo either. It was the pre.
Yeah.
It was the pre
We'll
adding
change
the
that tomorrow.
embellies.
And I've just remembered I haven't put tonight's video link.
So you can see a little bit of embellishment goes a long way. Just some little bits and pieces go a long, long way. You know, you could do this and then put a pocket page in the middle and go to town. One of my interactive pocket pages. We did that a couple of weeks ago. Interactive pocket page. So there we go. They for your time showing us. I always enjoy watching. It doesn't worry me if it takes long. Thank you, Marie. And thank you, Marge. Thank you, Diane. I have 9 grandchildren, so I have lots of photos. Wow.
Yep.
Thank you, Marlene. Thank you. Thank you, Marge. Thank you, everyone. I'm watching class with the kitty face. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know where the cats are here. They've gone off to hide. Probably.
May's asleep on a chair over there.
Missy's probably trying to get into Amelia's room, trying to work out if she can sneak past the spritzer bottle that's in the doorway. It's great to see the ins and outs. Thank you, Deborah. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you is that how to get around such a big project. Thank you, Desley. What is a pocket page? Says Tanya. Oh, Tanya.
Have a look at the link I put up, Tanya.
Right.
Did we leave one here?
Can you put a link to one of the other videos with a pocket page? Quentin's going to put a link. Tanya, you're going to do a pocket page at retreat. Just so you know, if you've never made a pocket page, Tanya, we do pocket pages at retreats. You're going to do a pocket page at
I'll
retreat.
PM you a link, Tanya.
Yeah, Quentin's going to message you. Is the kit up as yet?
Yeah,
Diane,
kit's up.
have you put a link in?
Yes.
Put another link in.
Oh,
Diane missed a link.
Okay.
And Debbie H needs it too. Wow, my Facebook is frozen, so jumped on YouTube. Totally amazing pages. Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you. And you know, you guys can always request stuff too. But cutting page protectors is something I get requested an awful lot. Yeah, Quentin's going to message you that, Tanya, and Debbie H. He needs to message as well, the kit too.
So the kit's here again now. So.
Take the day off tomorrow. Oh, Diane, you have no idea. We have 3 cameos at home here in the studio. They have come home for the public holiday tomorrow. We also have all the flare gear. And yeah, we've been manufacturing stuff pretty solid since we got back from even before we went to Brizzy. So we've got heaps more to do. I have been up to my ears in embellishments, packing stuff today too, because we're doing some different bits and pieces with this virtual hybrid retreat. So holy dooly, we've been busy. Yeah, but I am going to sleep in. We slept in today. I'm going to sleep in the morning. And I want to spend some. I'm going to be selfish tomorrow and spend a little bit of time designing. I don't often get to do that as much as I want to, so I'm going to be selfish and sneak in here and design some product. So take care, stay safe, love yous all, look after yourselves, and we will see you on Tuesday morning at 9:30 for card making. I don't know what we're using. I should look, shouldn't I? What are we up to? Week 18. Oh, we're using Runaway Princess.
Interested in your retreat too, Diane B is. I think.
There you go. We'll put more information in the Creative Family group about the virtual retreats, I think, and the hybrid retreats. We've got a heap. We've got 2 that are available for booking right now. So we will, Tuesday we're going to make cards. Tomorrow I'm going to send out the email sometime in the afternoon. So take care, stay safe. Thank you all for coming along. And yes, good night, Debbie. Oh, that's the Debbie H, not the first Debbie H.
Debbie H, right,
Yep, Debbie Debbie H number 2 is about the kit. Thank you. Take care. Stay safe. Love yous all. Bye.